Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skyfalls, wow! Skylines, we're in Trifalls, the hilarious name of our city. I love it though, it's a cool name. Last episode we started work on this area over here. It took me quite a while to get going, and do you know what, I think I'm just being too fussy about these roads. I decided, hey, what we're going to do is just zone stuff and make things happen. And I come over here, this is the first little layout that I've done. You can see we've got a section for the cargo to come over here, and now we've got our ore specialist industry kind of in place. But what I'd like to do is expand this so we have a kind of industrial area on this side, and sort of going around to there, and then everything else in this area can be residential. We can build a huge sort of population expansion area if you like. And we'll try and make this all residential as well, and then have people commute to the commercial area over here. But then of course we're going to get more demand, so maybe we can make a little commercial haven over on this island. That could be a very fun and cool project. So what we want to do is continue with the zoning of roads, and I'd like to do a little bit of an experiment and bring these out by half a block and create a sort of parallel road. And when I say half a block, I actually mean half a grid. I think I've done that all terribly wrong. But it'll be okay. I reckon it'll look alright. So let's create a parallel road. That's probably going to go too close. Maybe we want this to like literally hug the road next to it. That could look interesting. So they got a gap of like 2. I think this one has come out by too much. It'd be really nice to have some hotkeys to swap between the different road types. And that one's too close. Okay, so we've got to try it again. Just about... I think that's what we did last time. Let's try... Oh, let's attach it to the grid then. And swap back over. There we go, and that's 2. And now it's a little bit off. It's a bit wonky. Oh dear. Okay, it's probably not going to be too smooth, is it? We'll have to destroy that road and connect them up like that. In fact, that's how most of them should have been done. But anyway, yes, a parallel road here, and then we'll create a separate area on this side. By the way, we've got an incinerator up here on the hill. These have been turned off as well, and that's to save power. And yeah, we'll just continue zoning over on this side, creating some area. So I guess it will probably go down to the beachfront, except we're going to have some buildings on that side. We don't want to pollute the beach too much, so let's try and follow this shape that we've already set for ourselves and sort of come around like this. There should be room in there for another set of roads. Then we'll go over like that and back over a little bit. And maybe we'll make use of this area over here, but for now let's just focus on that as an industrial zone. Alright, so finished putting in all of the roads, just doing a little bit of zoning for this area now. We're kind of ready to get going, and as always we're going to have to think about putting in all of the services as we go along. Let's get that to match up to the road there. And then that side is all, this side is a regular district. We also need to give this one some policies. Let's close that window. And we're going to do the same ones as before, I think, which was not the pet ban, the smoke detector smoking, free public transport, and over here, industrial space planning. Then somewhere in here we will put a metro, but this thing is a lot smaller compared to this over here, so it should be okay. And I made this a ring road as well. It goes around like this, so you've got to go all the way up there to come back down on this side, and that's just to connect it to this thing over here. So this place needs power, no surprise, we can drag that in from the side. And there we go, you've got power. Although you should be turned off really because you're not being used. And also we need power. Oh no, that generates its own power, doesn't it? So we're going to have to spread our way out from this building over here with a little bit of zoning. So we'll start off our first areas right inside here like that. And then over on this side in the regular stuff we'll put some down in these areas. And yes, the way I've done the grid, things are kind of awkward and not everything is going to be a full set of squares, you know, 4 deep. But I like it, it's just different and looks pretty cool, I think. So it'll take a while for the game to catch up and start bringing people in, I guess. We also have no public transport over here, that's something we should think about. So what we're going to do is bring in the metro, of course. And whereabouts in the city do we want this? Probably right in the centre, which I'd say would be right there. So another plan, by the way, is to create our transport system based on the island it's on. So over here, you see we've got 3 stations. They're always treated as one. So you have like a line that goes from over here to there. So it visits both the stations here and then all 3 on this side. So we'll do the same thing with this island. We might kind of divide this island into 2 maybe. Have an area here, another one over there. So then what will happen is, let's say we had 3 stations in here. Whatever line connected to this area, it would simply go through the stations on this island, then come over here and go through all three, and that should make the entire system a little easier to manage. So what we're going to do is now connect this to that one, and even to this one, although I think that connection is probably unnecessary at the moment, but we'll... Actually, yeah, let's just do the other two for now. So let's create some lines. In fact, we're just going to go straight to the other tunnel like that. That'll probably be the smartest way to do it. So, like I said, we'll have a line that goes from here. Create new line. It'll visit these two and then go back, and then we'll do the same thing for the other island as well. Alright, just finished putting down some paths. So we connected where these roads don't. And all the way across there, then some little connections across here. By the way, people do cross in the middle of the street. I've now seen it. I've had a few comments about that, so maybe we should put paths here as well. Also put the pylons down the middle and then zone the areas on either side. That makes it nice and easy to expand. You know, they're going to connect their grid straight away to the lines, which is pretty cool, and later on we can remove them or leave them there because it looks pretty cool. And it helps our industrial area look kind of built up. So no surprise, lots of problems with co-workers, and that's not going to go away anytime soon, so I probably shouldn't zone anything else for now. And look, you can see the ring road in action already, everything going around and dropping things off over here. So that needs some trash removed. Let's turn on this at last and watch the vans go out. Our budget now is, you know, down to 8,000 income. We've got a lot of these facilities in places where they kind of do more than they need to. Like this one over here could probably cover a lot more than just this area alone, which is looking okay. Not seeing too many improvements over here. We've got a building missing, tons of these, not enough goods to sell, so obviously we're not importing enough here. Oh look, there goes a train going all the way through. Oh, and another one coming in. That's good to see. Let's follow this one around and see where it goes. Will it go to this area or to the other one? It's going to this one. Interesting. So it's bringing in some goods for manufacturing. We kind of want the industry over here to provide it with that, which is something we might then be able to do. If we were to disconnect this outbound line, then this would provide the raw materials for this to then provide this area with the goods. That's, I guess, what we're trying to aim for, isn't it, with this whole disconnected from the outside world idea. But anyway, for now we're going to focus on residential in this area. I think what I want to do is create a grid with a diagonal road through it. I've seen that in a few other playthroughs. So we would have like a big road going like this, and then we would create another grid off of it. In fact, I think the better way to plan this out would be to start with a basic grid. So let's have a look. Where are we? This should be good like this. Let's go out by 4. No, actually, let's go out by 1 and a bit, and then go up by 1 and a bit. And that's the way we're going to do the entire grid. So, shouldn't that leave a gap 1 and a bit? Why did that not leave a gap between these roads? That's kind of confusing. Let's just take a step back and start again. So what I'm thinking is we just make this this whole grid just a little bit bigger than it technically needs to be. So it's, you know, got something different going for it. There we go. I must have done that wrong. Okay. Alright, this grid is going to be massive. That is the plan, to build something really big over here. Oh, I shouldn't have actually destroyed, or sorry, built that road. We want to use that to build the next grid line. So, to build this entire grid, it's going to be a case of going out like this and then going across as far as it will let you go. And just doing each road one at a time. Again, we need to measure out the next bit of grid now, so we go out like that and then come back across here. And then we're keeping in line. Do we have a space in the middle there? Am I looking at this correctly? Yes, we do. Okay, it's kind of hard to see because it just looks like it's part of the grid. So all of that's been the correct size so far, and I'll continue to do that, I guess. But what we will have to do is destroy some of the roads. We don't want tons of crossroads in the city, and I'm not sure 100% what we'll do as of right now, but I think we need to make the grid just a little bit bigger so we can figure that out. One half of the grid down. That is just going to look crazy from up above. I don't know how long we'll continue that for, how big we'll make it, but that'll do for getting started. And I did something a moment ago which I really, really liked. I removed roads like this. And actually, was that what I did? Could have swore it looked a little bit different. Maybe it wasn't. But let's try it again over here. And how does that look in the bigger picture? Just a few less connections. I think that's actually quite good. I could have swore I did something slightly different to that though. But there you go. That's quite cool. I like that. And I guess we don't need this connection at either end as well. So now it comes to getting rid of the cross sections. What if we were to go like that? We kind of might be removing more than we need to if we remove both of those though. Let's have a look at the zone. You see, yeah, we leave an entire space there kind of unused. So if we go grab that and go back across again, then there you go. Okay, so we're going to demolish all of those ones going all the way across. So that leaves us with T-junctions. Then our next thing is up here. The only road we can destroy there would be this one. So I guess that's going to go across by 3 then. Which might leave us with a bigger problem when trying to get rid of more T-junctions. Yeah, because now if we want to get rid of... Actually, no, we can go like that, can't we? That looks pretty cool. I like that. Let's do that across here as well. So that's quite a lot of the cross sections. We've got one there that looks like it's going to be quite permanent. So I guess the occasional one isn't so bad, is it? Alright, this is what we're going to go with. We've kind of removed the grid entirely now. It's still a grid, it's a different sort of grid though. We're also going to add some extra roads up the top here, just going across like this. Because I kind of felt like... Oh no, that's adding some more crossroads. This would be the start of another section going off in that direction. Why does that have a crossroad there? Is this something here I'm missing? Yes, this road right here would be removed if we were to continue the pattern. But we'll leave this up the top here. It can be expanded in the future. Really like this layout though. It's kind of cool. And who knows what it's going to be like when it comes to traffic, eh? But it'll be fun to find out. And now we can demolish those roads over there. And I think we'll leave it like that. That looks pretty cool. I do indeed like that. So we'd mirror the same thing on the other side. But at the moment, I really just kind of want to find out what this thing is going to look like. So if we think about subways in the city, if we follow this straight line that we've added, do you know what? I should have put that like all the way over here so it could go from one side to the other, but you know, a little bit of variance would be cool. Maybe it can turn around the corner here, or it could go up and loop back down the other side. Who knows what we're going to do with it. But I like this. It's a really big layout, isn't it? So what we'll do with the metros is put them in a line. Now I'm thinking down here, like this, and then we can bring buses to the metros, but maybe actually in the middle of this area might be better, but it's going to be residential as well, so maybe not once again. Who knows? I'm going to put them here. Let's do that. Then we can put like a road between the two streets going to the middle. Or maybe we want that already. No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put it on that corner if it will let me. There we go. So that neighbourhood's going to be noisy. And then we'll just have it on each one going down here. Okay, the subways are in place and hooked up to different areas. Thought I'd try a different layout actually. I thought they were a little too close together, so we'd space them out a bit, put them on either side. So that's a nice good spread. And we're paused. We should be normal. So I've added in the power and the water as well. You can see the power lines going around. And now we can start zoning things. And I think what we should go for is high density on these big blocks and then lower density on the outside. So let's just go and click all of those in like so. We'll start putting in services in a little bit. We've got to think about that as well. And then the outskirts will be all the low density stuff. So that wouldn't include that block to begin with. All these ones actually, it just mean the stuff out here, like these ones. There we go. They're the ones we'll zone. So let's undo that and that, and then zone the ones down the front as well. So all of that can be like so. And then what we're going to do is put some offices. Actually, no, let's not put offices and stuff in this area just yet. Let's experiment with it and find out what happens. So we'll take a fire station and look at its coverage. Pretty good, does the entire area, so we'll put that there. Then for a police station, almost does the entire area. Probably needs to be on this block. There we go, that kind of gets everything. Okay, cool. On to the next one. Education, we're going to need 2 primary schools, I reckon. One on this side and one on that side. That's the entire area covered. Look at our budget, by the way, it's going to plummet. And then the high school goes in the middle. Awesome. We still don't have a university in the city, but I don't think we really need one as such at this point. And then healthcare is another important thing, so let's put that in this middle block right there. So that's our services covered, with the exception of some incinerators. So where would we put the incinerators? Up on the hill over here, have a little route coming through, a temporary one? I'm not sure. Let's exit this view so we can figure it out. Yeah, on the hills again seems cool. Although we could put like a little incinerator up here and have a bridge going across. That would be really derpy, but it would look pretty cool as well. Let's just try that and see what it looks like. So can we get a nice flat road with some zoned area? Yep, we can. Enough for an incinerator? I think so. Let's put it down. Awesome. Remember, it generates its own power. And pollution. Let's put it like that and then come all the way across here. Oh, that's going to look weird. I think maybe we should make that a motorway road. Just for our little incinerator setup over here, we're going to have a big-ass motorway road. Let's maybe make that go higher. I think it doesn't like the connection at the top. Let's sort out these roads quickly. Let's drag it like that. Then we can demolish the roads on the outside first of all. And now the road is smaller. So let's drag that guy over here again. You gonna work now? Yeah, you are. There we go. Okay, so can we make this thing look a little bit cooler if we were to go up? That's probably a nicer entrance, isn't it? That's a lot nicer. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Sweet, we got our first bridge. I know we're not supposed to connect the islands like that, but it's still just for the little incinerator. Just to have a little bit of fun with this, I think that's important. So as we go up onto the beach, I think we want to level out all the way down like so. Can we go down any lower? Ha, there we go. Okay, we've made the connection. Awesome. And then that can just come out in a straight line and then connect somewhere around here. There we go. So now there's incinerators going into the city. That's cool. And there is a population expansion underway. Very good. Nice to see it growing straight away. That's cool. So now we've got an industry demand, and we should start to see some co-workers heading over into these areas. So over here is doing good. That's fantastic to see. So is this area. So it's just the farming one. Maybe people are on their way. Let's have a look. Oh, look, we can see little piggies running around. Oh, my God. Let's zoom in. Oh, little pigs. This is my favourite place now on the island. Look at these guys. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. So derpy. We're also playing on the fast speed. If we go to the normal one, the animations will probably look a little bit more reasonable. Yes, they're not highly detailed, are they? But they still look ever so cool. Oh, I'm so glad I spotted that. What else is in this area? Anything else? Oh, look, looks like the Coworker Bubbles. Oh no, they're just sort of floating above where we're looking. Okay, they're still here. And I don't think we're going to have any other piggies. But, oh, so glad I found that. That's so awesome. Which one was it again? This one right here? Sunny Grain? No, it was over the other side of the road. Just back here. Yeah, it's just some pigs in a field. Let's click on that one. The Happy Strawberry, with its pigs just roaming around in a field. And you need 16 workers to look after these pigs. 5 pigs for 16 people. Something's not right there. Awesome. Oh, we got Coworker Bubbles over here and over there now. Well, that was odd. A moment ago they weren't here. Now they are. We also don't have any fire coverage in this area. That's something we need to put down for sure. Where's going to get a nice big distribution? Probably right there is going to be the best. Oh, power shortage. I know why. Because we've just installed a ton more things. Where are we going? Back over here. This is kind of temporary. Haven't given too much thought to where else we're going to put power in the city, but for now we'll just dump things down right there. We've got loads of money, we don't have to worry about things like that too much anymore. Although making our power sources look cool as well. I was thinking about putting these wind turbines up on a hill, so maybe in this area having wind turbines around here would look pretty cool. Actually, I can kind of see it right now. We should follow that and put some down. Can we rotate them? Is there a way I can rotate this so I can choose what direction it's going to face? Because I'd like it to face towards where I am right now. Otherwise it might not look the same. I think that's about the best we're going to get. Let's just put in a few around here for now. So we want them on the hill. The hill's also going to get a lot more power as well, which is good. So let's go with like one over there. Another one over here. Kind of space them out sort of in a little bit of a grid. And then maybe one on the slope. Like that. And then we take a step back. Looks alright. I'd like it if they were facing the other way, but that certainly looks cool. And does that hook itself up to our current power grid? It looks like it just manages to avoid it, you know. Let's put one more right here. Can we put one further down the hill? We can. There we go. And then that should extend the range a little bit, although it hasn't. Interesting. Can we hook that up? It looks like we'll be able to... Oh, no. We can't do it like that. Okay. We'll have to make a little connection across here. So we've still got power issues going on. That's strange. Something's disconnected somewhere. This has. Oh, look at that. It's burnt down and it's disconnected. So we probably didn't even need the extra power. That is ridiculous. Ah. Well, that was kind of ridiculous. I had to remove some things to place this back down, but I also had to remove the road and put it into a new position. It didn't like it at all. Let's connect back down. I'm going to leave that little bit at the end just in case that happens again. I don't want a repeat of that. So now our bridge here has a kind of wonky bit at the start, which is alright. I'm not bothered. Now we can resume the game. So all of this is now powered. Awesome, we've got power here on the hill, which looks pretty cool. Probably generating way more than we need to now, so we can turn maybe one or two of these off. Actually, I'll tell you what, we could get rid of these over here. These are always going to be temporary, so let's just get rid of those quickly. Okay, the new area is doing okay, but do you know what we need in here? We need some parks. Of course we do! And I'm not going to sit you through me placing loads of these down. I'll probably do a cut here. It would be so... That's interesting. Let's pause the game, go over here, and add some more sewage outflow pipes. Because our sewage... Oh, look at that. We're really far behind. That's probably been a bad thing across the entire city now. So let's just connect those up quickly. Let's have a look. Oh, lots of places complaining about power as well. Did I really remove too much? No, I didn't. But we disconnected something here. I see. Oh, it all makes sense. Wow. Okay, let's get this hooked back up quickly. So yeah, when we removed those, we kind of disconnected our power grid here. So I think we solved those problems. Wow, creating problems for myself and then solving them. There we go. Everything's back to normal. Don't you worry about it. That looks pretty cool, by the way. Yeah, so I'm going to place some parks down in this area. Alright, some bigger ones on the outside, smaller ones here, and then plazas through the middle, and everyone is happy with that. That probably cost a fair bit of money as well. The trash problem's getting taken care of, by the way. We didn't have any water over here, so that stopped the trash vehicles coming out. But here they come, and now we're ready for a big expansion in this area. However, that'll have to come in the next episode, because that's all we got time for today. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. It'll be greatly appreciated. But that is it from me this episode. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching this video. I have a second channel where you can find additional videos of my Twitch live streams. If you're interested in watching one of my live streams, then come over to Twitch and hit that follow button to be notified of when I go live. And if you're not subscribed over here on YouTube, then feel free to subscribe for more content like this. I also have a creative plot world server, play.xisumavoid.com, where you can build on your own plot and join in the fun with our wonderful community. And if you like social media, then you can interact with me on Twitter at xisumavoid.com. Links to all the relevant things can be found in the description box below.